Hey everyone, I'm so happy to be back here with you. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family and friends. And I'm so excited to bring this video to you guys. What I wanted to talk to you guys about, actually, the last video that I made was in regards to the Wild Unknown Tarot, which I was so excited to show all of you. Well, you know how I mentioned about that border issue that was going on? Well, I actually contacted Amazon. Amazon was so nice. They sent me a new one and no printing problem, no border problem at all. So if you do happen to purchase the Tarot of the Wild Unknown on Amazon and you happen to have borders that are quite significantly wider than others, just contact Amazon, let them know, and they'll send you a new one. So with that said, this video I have been waiting so long to do because I've just been so patiently waiting for this to finally be released, and lo and behold, the other day it finally came to my doorstep, and it's the Lumina 2! I'm so excited, guys. The Lumina Tarot. It is by Inner Hue. If you haven't checked her out yet, I'll post a link to her website right below. She's such a beautiful person. She's so humble, and she gets back to your emails. Like, she responded. I sent her an email about, like, when she came out with the first Lumina. I was really interested in purchasing it, but at that time, unfortunately, she was already all sold out. And it is a self-published deck. And she told me about how she was going to come out with the second one, which I was super excited about. So I told her, oh my goodness, please, yes, I'll subscribe and, you know, find out when you'll be releasing your second edition. And lo and behold, it was probably a few months ago when I pre-ordered this. And if you don't know, Inner Hue, I believe she's based out of Australia. If you pre-ordered it, she did keep you pretty well informed with updated emails as to how the printing was going and shipping and all that good stuff. So when I pulled it out of the box, it was very nicely wrapped. It was actually kind of funny because I ended up working with the new Lumina 2 deck yesterday at Thanksgiving. So yesterday, Thanksgiving Day, was kind of like turkey and tarot day, which was pretty fun. My mom, my sister, myself, and my husband. So it was really fun to kind of like do some tarot after eating like a bunch of turkey and stuffing and all that good stuff. So the box is really nice. I will mention that she does have a few new cards in this edition. So I'll point that out to you as we go along. So the box is pretty nice. I mean, it's not like, I know the first edition that she had, the box was like really sturdy. This one's not so much. I mean, it's like a paper, it's almost kind of like a paper box, you know what I mean? So it's not like the Blue Angel boxes at all, but then again, it still is nicely printed. So opening that, she doesn't have anything on the inside at all. So that's what the box looks like. Inside, there's a space for the cards and then the space for the book that she has. In the back, it just says Inner Hue. She does leave a little card in the box, a little thank you card, and with a little personal message right on the back. Of mine, she said, "Dear Melinda," and then she left a little personal message down here with it, which was handwritten, which I think was really nice of her to do. She was very, very considerate when she did make this, because in each box she leaves you a nice little Inner Hue bag. Really nice, sturdy, thick material for the tarot cards. I have to say, I love this little bag. It was so thoughtful of her, but the deck is so tall because the cardstock is so magnificent that it doesn't fit in the bag. So I guess this is like a nice little keepsake. I mean, you could put your crystals or anything else in it. I know it was intended for the cards, but because the cardstock is so nice, the stack is so tall and it just won't fit in this. So moving on, because I want to show you guys the cards like as quickly as I can. This is the book for the second edition. Really nicely printed paperback, and like a nice like soft matte finish, which is really cool. Excuse me. And just flipping through, it's really, she really played between this shadow side and this light side to the deck, which is really, really interesting. And of course, as you can see, she has one page for illustration, and then the other page full of the description. She'll keep the, what's nice is that she'll have the description of the cards here, the description of the card, and then right below she'll have the shadow. If you're doing shadow work or if the card is in reverse, she has that meaning as well, which I thought was really nice. So I do have to say, the book is very beautifully published. It's very nice, and in the back, which I can respect, she has a Meet the Makers chapter, and it just talks a little bit about herself, and in the graphics, and then the design of the book as well. So it was really nicely thought out. It's really nice and small. It's compact. It's not big. You know, you can throw it in your bag with your cards, and it won't take up too much space, which is really nice. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about this new Lumina 2 book, second edition book. So now onto the cards, which I know you guys are super excited about. So the first thing I said when I picked up this with this tarot deck was, oh my god, this cardstock is amazing. The cardstock is amazing. The printing's amazing. I know that being updated with how the progress was going along with this deck, I know that she printed this deck out several times, and I know that it costs a fortune. So yes, the price of the deck was a little costly, but considering the quality that you're getting, it really doesn't beat it. This was a nice little extra card that she left put in the deck. It says, let your intuition guide you. You are what you are what you've been looking for, which I thought was really nice. The back of the card stays the same, the design, but you can see like this cardstock is so thick. I mean, I can barely bend it. I can barely bend it. It's very thick. So you can see it's got a very nice matte finish, which is nice because it photographs nicely, shows up on the camera nicely, and like I said, it's got that same texture as like the Moo cards, same as the Tarot of the Wild Unknown as far as the matte finish texture, but the cardstock and the print quality is unbelievable. The blacks are black. They're true rich black. So because I've used this deck on Thanksgiving, we are going to be going a little bit out of order, so just bear with me, guys. This is what I was talking about. I know when I was reading the description of the second edition, she did say she was going to make the cards a little bit smaller. I was a little afraid because I love big decks, but then again, like, this fits in your hand pretty well. Like, it's not considerably, like, super hard to shovel. But you can see what I'm talking about. This deck is super tall. It's very tall. And like I said, it's because the cards are so thick. So, lo and behold, let's get started. The Three of Pentacles. Really nice. I love the hard choice in font down here. I just love everything about it. I know everyone, when the first Lumina came out, was talking about how she nailed it on the head. Same with this. I did compare this deck to the first edition. They're quite relatively the same. I don't know as far as cardstock, of course, and how large the original edition was, but as far as images wise, they are relatively similar, with a few images that I know that are changed in this edition. But oh my goodness, it's just so beautiful. The colors are so rich in depth, and the tonality of it all. she just really, I know she worked her ass off in making this. It's just so nicely printed. And like I said, I worked with this with even my sister. Everyone kept on commenting on the imagery, how beautiful the spreads would look with the images together. So fun to work with this deck on with my family, and it only goes to show that it likes to be worked with different people. You know, look at that. That is the Wheel of Fortune. That is a badass Wheel of Fortune card, guys. Like, this was the deck that I was waiting for. And I just can't wait, because I know that I'm going to be working with this every single day. I'm definitely going to be keeping a diary. My God, the Hierophant. Like, this is what the Hierophant I've always pictured in my mind to look like. You know what I mean? Just so, oh my goodness, I just can't believe, begin to describe, that pop of color against those rich blacks in the background, and, the black and white drawing of the shaman. Just, it's just so beautiful. And it's just one of those decks that, again, same as the Tarot of the Wild Unknown, you just can't stop touching it. This is the sun, which I know this card is different because I know in the first edition she had the sun, I believe, with a woman in the illustration, and in this one she does not. So I know this one is definitely a new image. The Three of Wands. This one I definitely know was in the original. The Two of Pentacles. So nicely done. The Queen of Swords. And I know in the first edition, people commented about how, all the people that she illustrated were beautiful and young, and they looked like they, belonged in magazines or were as models. But in this edition, she does, this is the Maiden of Swords. She does, with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess is different, she does go on a different route with that image. This is the Death card. A lot of symbolism. Again, like, just the quality. The King of Wands. Pop of color. The detail in the illustrations. Just very, 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 very nice. The Star, which I know was in the original as well. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Six of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. I love how she utilized the bears for the pentacle suit. It's just really, really clever. Ten of Cups. I'm sorry, that was the Eight of Cups. Seven of Wands. Judgment. The Ten of Wands. Really close now so you guys can see. The ink splashes on the back, really nice. Very, very nice. I just can't believe that I finally have it. It's finally here. 12 Cups. I mean, it is a bit, she does use a bit of the pips. It is a bit like pippish, but not really. This one's a new image, the Knight of Wands. I know he was differently. This is a new illustration for this edition. The Tower. Also did not have any printing issues with this edition. Ace of Cups. It's just so beautifully done. Everyone had lots of fun working with it. That's one thing that I can say. And again, I apologize for my hoarse voice today. This is the Five of Cups. You can see what I mean, like the blacks are very, very rich. This is the High Priestess that I've mentioned before. So she kind of breaks a bit of that model-esque, you know, kind of like the beautiful women, you know, magazine face, and brings in a different feel to the High Priestess, which I can respect. The King of Cups, of course, sexy King of Cups. See the different tones in the black that we're talking about. The Devil card, which I kind of had to look at twice. The King of Pentacles. He kind of looks like the guy from the Dissappoint commercial. The Nine of Swords. I mean, even the pips are quite beautifully rendered. King of Swords. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Swords. The Lovers. The Five of Swords. It's actually, if you do have the Tarot of the Wild Unknown and utilizing that deck with this deck, it's kind of funny because they almost look like they kind of go together. I'm sorry, the Four of Swords. Oops. Justice. Temperance. There's a lot of geometry. And the geometry and then the organic splattering and the ink blot spots, which I really enjoy. The Magician, of course. Four of Pentacles. It's like, oh, look at that green. It just pops right off the screen. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful green. And then the last one is the Ten of Pentacles, which actually, believe it or not, funny enough, was one of the most popular cards for the readings that we were doing yesterday on Thanksgiving. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Lumina 2 deck. Like I said, I'm gonna post Inner Hue's website below if you're interested in getting. I don't believe she's gone completely sold out of it yet. If you are a collector, this is definitely a must-have. If you are getting into tarot, I definitely recommend it. You're not only getting a really great Rider-Waite-Smith version edition, but you are getting something that someone worked really hard to make. The quality is there, the printing quality is there, the imagery is there, the energy is there, and it's just one of those that will be forever cherished. And I appreciate all the work that she did, because it's quite magnificent. So that is exactly how I would describe the deck in one word. It would be magnificent. So I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Many blessings to you and your family and everyone out there. And until next time, I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and many blessings, many hugs, and until next time, bye!